How about now? Yeah, it's good now. How about, okay, should be good now. It doesn't want to reset constantly. That would be ideal. Okay, it's good now. Thanks for that, I appreciate that. Okay, so basically this is a project that what I basically just said was that this is a project that I started up a while ago, about 6, 7 months ago, and I was just improving on it, and I thought it's a completely personal project, so I might as well just stream it. I think there's a few things to learn here about product animation, and I certainly am better than I was 7 months ago, so I'm looking to improve upon it. So basically the animation is going to be split into two parts. So it's going to start off with the black studio lighting cinematic, and then it's going to transition later on about halfway through, or maybe just a little bit before halfway through, into a interior room scene, where it's going to showcase the Hoover in its natural habitat, of course, in a living room. So all I've done so far is added a cube. I deleted all the lighting in the original Blender file which I did before starting out the stream. So we had no lighting, but I've just added one area effect light, and I added a big cube around our Hoover. So I'm going to make this shader editor. What I've done here as well with the layout, let me go on stream, make sure the sound's properly working nicely. What I've done here with the layout, I've gone in the layout tab. This is just usually what I do. I've got 4 screens. I've got a 3D viewport with the camera view. I've got a 3D viewport that I can move around freely. I've turned this one and this one off on this one, on this screen, to just remove only the extra stuff, but this one has all the extra stuff, so I can select it all. Then I've got 2 down here. One, when I'm doing animation, one is a timeline, and then one of them is just versatile. I either change it to UV editor, I change it to shader editor quite often. Sometimes I use image editor to look at reference images, and sometimes I use video sequencer to line up sound. So it's very versatile, that tab. And then when I'm doing product images, I use this one for shader editor most of the time. So yes. So we're going to change this to shader editor for now, and we're going to add a material there. Call it background. I'm going to make it black, and then we're going to turn down the roughness. Then we're going to go on our area light, and we're going to change it to more. Let's work around with this then. Transition down, metallic up. Okay. What should we go with? Trying to work everything out. If I made a glass shader, what would that look like? That's what I wanted. Alright, increase the IOR to very high. Turn off multiple importance. There we go, that's what we wanted. Okay, cool. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, 3 edit mode, and I'm going to go to all of the faces. Assign new, just call it black. It'll be black background. So it's only reflecting underneath our product. I'll turn the specular all the way down. Perfect. Now we've got the reflection that we wanted. So now let's mess around with the lighting. Pretty much it's only going to be for about halfway through here. I'll only go up to about here. 3, 4. To which point I'll transition to the other scene. So let's work with the lighting, okay? So for the overhead camera angle, how did I work the camera angles? I did use camera rig, to be fair. Thought I might not have, but I had actually. That's okay then. I won't change the camera angles too much then, I think. I think they're quite good. Should have to think about this lighting. So I think for this first, for the first scene, it should come from 90. It should come from the sides. It's sort of like a reveal scene. So if it goes sort of, yeah. So let's turn it off to start with, and it sort of fades in. What, we on 60 frames per second, or okay, we're on 60, that's fine. And we sort of just fade it in like this. 7, and it's a whole second, so if you have it sort of move, or we copy one of these across to also do that to start later. It's very fast animation. Camera moves here, completely rotates there, so bear that in mind. Add a thingy there, thingy there. Let's stop. As soon as it rotates, we're going to move the lighting. So for this angle, I feel like this should turn off, and this should turn off. That seems a bit much. So we'll leave it for now. Hey man, give it up with the good work. Thank you very much. Great work. What do you think about K cycles? What do you mean by K cycles? I'm not actually sure what you mean. Shows how behind I am. Hi Kingsley, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, it's just really simple, really. I think a lot of people, I can't vouch for lighting in other programs, but in Blender, I think people overcomplicate lighting. I think the one thing that I did a lot, and what I stopped doing, and I realized, wow, this is actually not as hard as I thought, is once you get sort of the base knowledge down on how lighting works, you realize you don't need so many lights. I think when I look at people's scenes and things, and they asked me like why it's not looking realistic and thing. They just have too many lights around the place. They've overcomplicated it, and all they've created is just flat lighting. The most important thing with realistic and good lighting is contrast. You want most of the time, this isn't general advice for all the time, but in general you want nice contrast. Whether that's using foreground and background to have the foreground more bright and the background darker, or the other way around, or sides of an object. So you see as how I immediately realized that looking at this from this camera angle, we didn't need light above, because if I shine the light above, all it's going to do is just going to have flat lighting around the top of this Hoover, and it's going to look extremely flat. Now I know this is supposed to be like a cinematic scene, so especially with cinematic scenes we want to have some sort of like contrast from light to dark. So that's why I immediately knew that we needed to have one light just from the side turn on to start with, and then the other one comes in the other side too. But, just helps this look more cinematic pretty much. Right, but then when we swap here, this is a different angle, and I'm not enjoying the lighting there at all, so I'm going to add a new light. And this one, I feel like above makes more sense. So we'll do one from above. It creates that nice white seam on our thingy too. We'll turn motor importance off to make sure it's not hitting our thingy. And then we'll start with about here. Location rotation. And we'll also do about 7 again. And then we'll just make sure that on frame 74 the power is set to 0, so it's not messing up our lighting from before. Maybe I'll actually as sort of, whoops. What do you think about, oh by the way, just tell me what you mean by K cycles actually. You mean, is it an add-on? Highly optimized custom build of Cycles X render engine, ultra denoiser, real-time viewport effects for Blender. Let's have a look. It's an add-on, yeah? I'm not sure, because I didn't know about it before you said, so you'll have to unfortunately ask someone else. Seems like an add-on that just increases performance. Now I'm sure if it genuinely does significantly improve performance, then it would be worth it. Just make sure that you research to see benchmarks and things, and get someone else's advice, unfortunately, because I don't use it. So Cycles X has been awesome though since they released that. So maybe we should sort of move this power in actually from here. I'm thinking that might look, it's looking a bit flat like I said though, so maybe we don't actually. Maybe we just leave it on 74. And then from here we want to the end of this scene. I want to move it across like that, and then maybe increase that a bit too. Take it slow. Okay, so this camera rig, I have gone over this in a different video, a different stream, but I probably would have got lost. So let me just quickly show you very fast how this camera rig works. So here's our product or key focus point. And we're going to add a camera. It's going to be super fast. Alright, I'll do a video on this. I got this from a video actually. So if you want me to just attack that, I'm basically just copying this person's method completely. If you want me to just stack that, then I can just do that. So, what's going on here? Camera? Why is it upside down? Oh, my brain hurts. Right, there you go. Wait. Yeah, there you go. My brain hurt then. Okay, camera. Zoom it up. 0, 0, 0, and then look through it, and then just make sure that it's basically just the way I do it. I just have it directly above our product, and then from there we're going to add a empty cube, and then have it the same scale as your product, or around, doesn't really matter too much. And then we're going to select the camera, then select the are empty afterwards. Very important you select this one afterwards, so it's the active object, because it can be parenting the camera to the cube, the empty cube. They're going to call the empty cube rig. Now you've got a rig. So now what you can do, if you look through the camera, not through the rig, through the camera, then you have basically a camera rig that you can rotate like this, and it will rotate around your product from left to right, blah blah blah, and then you press scale, it zooms in and out, and it just ensures that it's always looking at your product, no matter which way you rotate it. Now if you don't want to change sort of the angle what it looks at, let's say you want to like zoom into this corner here, then you could do like a little keyframe from here, so the camera's angle is here, then you go from 60, let's say 60, then all you do is just move this focus point to the corner, okay, like that, and then you press S to zoom in, and then we've got it sort of going in and zooming into that corner. I didn't press a scale for this one. Right click, look at scale. Make sure you do location, rotation, and scale on the eyes. So the zooms in there. Then if you maybe wanted to rotate it from this focal point, like that. And you can do lots of cool things. So it definitely helps create smooth camera angles. Now if you want to do the certain thing where you, which is quite common, well I like to do it, is when you slow it down near the end, is all you need to do is go somewhere near the end, so about here, right eye, and then add a keyframe for this point, but then move it backwards. And then basically what you're saying is that this point here in the animation from this keyframe to this keyframe, this point is now going to occur earlier. So basically it means that this bit's sped up and the last bit's slowed down. And then what you get is this, where it goes fast and it slows down near the end. That's just a nice little trick there you can do. Okay, so that's what I've used in this. As you can see, there's the rig, there's the camera, and it's sort of just rotating. Quite simple, really. It's a scale one there. Okay, so that's basically what I've done for the lighting. So here we are again. So we've got another scene here where we're going to need to have a look at the lighting. So 1, 2, 3. No. Let's make that 4 quick. 2, 1, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, our 3 lights. Now as soon as this drops here, we go through. Okay, now let's figure out what lighting is going to look best for this. So I'm thinking what we want. Where's our camera gone? There it is. We want a light, so let's actually turn this one off and make a 4th light area. Another 4. Multiple importance turned off. Now I think we want this to come from 90 minus 90. It's just a guess, by the way, it might not look nice. From there to here. No, let's try this side. It's way too bright. Could try the standard. Oh. Why can't I figure this out? There you go. We could try standard 3-point lighting, so 1 above. We could do it slightly closer to the back, and then shift D that 1 here from the right side, like this. And then another one from the other side, like that. Increase it a bit. Okay, so this. this, obviously, as you can see, turns a red and blue color. The way I did this was with a hue and saturation node. How I do the other side though? I don't even know how I did it. It's so long ago I did this. Wasn't it not a color ramp? I guess it wasn't. There's two colors, right? Oh, here you go. Yeah, color ramp. There you go. So I used the color ramp from green to red, and then I just increased the alpha, the emission node. What have I actually? Metallic shader. Let me try to figure out what I actually did here. So from here, the subsurface. So okay, yeah, right, okay, yeah, okay. So I made a metallic shader, or got a metallic shader with this mesh, and then I added a color ramp gradient texture with a mapping node into the subsurface color. Then I've animated the subsurface color to increase to make it bright, like red green with the color ramp, of course, and then it starts reducing the subsurface. It actually doesn't. No, it doesn't. It goes from here, increases the subsurface, and then I increase the metallic shader because that overrides the subsurface, because when it's 100% metallic it can't have subsurface color apparently. So that's what I did. Cool, looks cool actually. Okay, so this lighting is just not working. I'm not liking it at all. Let's keep working on it. What looks best from this side? Not this. Okay. Excuse me. Let's try this. No, that's terrible. Where is the camera here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, the camera right now is there. Okay. I feel like our best bet is probably to turn these back on then. So I turn them back on. Six, and then I frame at 0 here, and press I on this. Animate it there. Actually, leave that at 0. until about now. Then increase it again. Yeah, that's best. Yeah, that's the lighting we're looking for. Yes. Hi, Dimitri. Hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. So, okay, this is definitely the lighting that we wanted. I think, like, in terms of amount, 3 was probably best. This material looks rubbish, so let's change that. It's supposed to be chrome, apparently. I don't know about that, let's just make it dark. And what we want, okay, so from here to then, okay, so this, and from here to here, we want to increase it. Same with this, from about here to here, we want to increase it again. This point is going to transition anyway into our next scene, so it doesn't really matter too much. After this, it's going to drop down. I think now it's going to transition, so that's no worries. So let's set a place for this to render. Let's leave it at 512. Let's see how quick we can render one scene. Last time I did this project, it was with okay, pretty good. Then what about this depth of field we've got on? Did you turn it off? I feel like we'll leave it off. Right, we'll only go to 353, and then we'll select a location for it to render, and we're going to call it, we're actually going to go to a new one actually, revised, and we'll call it just black, then we'll say black, accept, render animation. Okay, so that's going to render for us. While that's doing its thing, we are going to head to the other scene, which is going to fire my computer a bit, that's alright. And go to the original one, and we're going to work on this one where we will change the lighting a bit. I don't really like the lighting too much. Actually, it's alright, to be fair. I haven't done a terrible job. So starting from, we'll start it from here, because I do like the way it sort of, I prefer the starting sequence in our other animation, but yeah, this isn't really nice. So, a couple of things I want to do. I want to add more to the scene so it's more obvious it's a living room rather than just a sofa. And then I want to mess around with the lighting after that. So let's go denoise. We put denoise on optics instead. Sign frame there, blah 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 blah. Optics 2. Boom 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 boom. We'll leave the lighting as it is to start right now, so we have that available. We go. I'm in the wrong tab, so let's recreate our thingies. drag this one out, make an image editor for now, make this timeline, zoom that in like that. Okay, it's looking decent to be fair. It's really lacking actual objects in the scene, and I know adding things in is gonna increase the time it's gonna take to render, but that's just sort of something that we're gonna have to deal with. So go into scene. Now you only really see this side of the room. Check, so it goes. Around here. Shaders are compiling in the moment. One sec. Okay, we did need to make this dark because I did that in the other scene too. It was the chrome, wasn't it? We made it just black. It's just nicer. And then okay, so there's a side with a door. Okay, so there are a few things we need to do, but that's okay. So first of all, let's add a window here. So new objects, we'll call it, and let's add a window using blend kit. If anyone's wondering, we'll use this, yeah. Okay, like that. And we'll line it up with the actual window. Everything is rather small. The size of window should be, considering a sofa's that size. Have I messed up the sizes? I think I have. Why would I do this to myself? Alright, oh well. I guess scale is just going to be off for now. I don't really have the time to change that. So we're going to have to make everything smaller than it actually comes out. And blink it. Oh well, that was my fault really. So let's do that there. There, we'll make it white. Do you ever see the other side? Yeah, you do, unfortunate. I mean, there it is a bit overkill, I think. We don't need a window this big. It's going to affect the lighting a bit, but that's alright. Okay, the living room is big. Doesn't need to be this big. And this can stay, but then I'm going to add a window here. Some lighting coming from the other side too. Then let's add a cabinet under here. Cabinet. The window I want to make white, so I'll just do that too. It's very weirdly decorated. To be honest, it is a bit weird decoration. I will probably change a few colours on stuff to make it all match. Let's bring this in to here. And this is supposed to be that. Okay, so there would be like a telly or something here. So this wouldn't actually be there. Be more likely to be just there, I suppose, or here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Got that there now. That looks nice. use measures to scale furniture. Yeah. See, I would usually now first of all I would just actually do everything to scale. But I this is a project that I've taken, like I started this 7 months ago. For some reason, when I first put the sofa in, I decided to, I guess it's because this model wasn't the correct scale. So I needed it to fit with the sofa. So then I made the sofa smaller, and now I've added these windows and they're not the correct scale. But normally everything would just be correct scale for sure. You are right there. Is that a bookshelf? A bookshelf? Because I've gone with this site sort of. I've gone with this sort of pale, this sort of weird wood colour, so I guess we'll stick with that. I can change the material if needed on anything. Actually, we want TV unit, but you are right, I could use that. You're more than correct. Sometimes it does on here, I'm not really sure why. My friends are heathens, they get so. I'm a bit limited on time as well, so from what I would usually do, definitely take a little bit more time. X90. Y minus 90. Yep, that's the one. Scale that one down, or move it down. Sorry. And then TV. Did TV make it in or not? No, not yet. Right. Let's give it another chance. I probably cancelled it. I might change the floor texture to, so you can only really see sort of there. The TV wasn't really necessary. TV wasn't necessary at all. Just remove the TV, it's just extra. Okay, you can see that corner over there, so let's add something in here. The bookshelf really is what I wanted to do. Can I get it on this screen, please? There we go. I could do a beanbag actually in that corner. I'll change the colour in a sec. It goes through, goes here, here, here. That looks all good, that looks all nice. And then, okay, the door frame. Let's change the door to 1, that makes more sense. And then we'll actually remove. Door, white door. It's anyway, so that doesn't make any difference. We don't want lights on it. Lots of chairs. We really want a chair. It's more just sort of the nothingness doesn't really make sense here. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's what we need. We need a nice rug. That's what we need. We need a nice rug, some color. Okay. Let's go. Part 1. We need some color in this. Ugh. Don't have a. I thought I had a. I do. Alright, Control C. A bit of color is what we needed. Please name asset add-on. Asset add-on is called Blend Kit. I am. Yeah, it's called Blend Kit. I am subscribed monthly, but you can use the free version with limited assets. You get less if you use the free version, but you can use it if you wish. Okay, let's do. What was I doing? I was adding the rug in, wasn't I? New objects rug. Get in there. See, it's massive because scale of this room's off. Because I'm an idiot. Hello, Aaron. Hope you're okay. Rejoin this short little stream that we're going to do here. As you can't, I suppose you can see the interior design is awful. Awful. I mean, I'm no interior designer, but I know this room looks awful, so let's improve. Let's get a new rug material, shall we? Let's go and shopping. Let's go shopping, everyone. So let's go shopping right now. I should be fine, shouldn't it? Yeah, it's all good. Alright, let's go shopping. Let's get a nice rug, shall we? What do we think, everyone? I've used this one before. We need a top-down view, so this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Seeing your magic, drinking a beer, working on a project. I actually have a beer here, although it's not. It's Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter butterbeer. It's not actually alcoholic, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go with this one. Save image as. Where are we? We're here. Actually, I have an asset library just for rugs. Actually, is gonna be the wrong file, but we can just do a. Open this up. £60. Actually, for a rug's quite expensive actually, but I mean, for a new rug, £60. I mean, it's kind of. I guess it's okay, but it's a bit expensive, isn't it? And that's the any day range, so it's supposed to be cheap. Rugs. Alright, this is the rug we had. We need to export it as a PNG. I have to do rug 4 actually, because I've already got a rug 3. 5 rugs now to our collection. Okay, let's remove all that. Alright, it's gone a rug. Here it is, the bad boy. And then let's go up a bit. Is it the wrong way around? No. Alright, then what we're doing? Shader editor. Rug. Let's add it in, sure. Rug 4. There we go, and then we'll need to edit it slightly. So yeah, UV editor. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Our new rug. Okay, lighting should have been a little bit messed up by that, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Let's... I really don't like the carpet. New carpet, please. Carpet. Everyone else agree? Carpet. It's a bit trash. I don't like the blue. It's annoying. Don't look nice. Let's do this one. Yes. Much nicer. Just much more light, you know? Yes. Should we chill out on the depth of field a bit? I think I went a bit too hard on the depth of field for this. So, camera, depth of field. I don't know if we want to remove it. Not on this. But just chill out a bit. Alright, nice. Now, what do we actually have lighting us in at the moment? We've got big area light. Let's remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Interior lights. Remove that. Remove that. Okay, what's lighting I see now? Spotlight is there. I think that's it. Is there a spotlight? There's a light in there? There is. Let's remove that. If we turn that to 0. Alright, turn it back to 10. Something else lighting I've seen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this. It's pretty bright. I guess I have a mission on that too. That was lighting our scene, not anymore. Love that. Alright, that's cool. We don't have shader editor. How's our thingy doing? Should we check? Here, revised. How many? Ah, we're doing decent. We're doing decent. Yeah, we're doing right. Right, we need a sky texture. Let's remove that. Environment texture. Now, my go-to for interior scenes is this one, which it's from Polyhaven, and it's called Industrial Sunset. I used the blurred version. Don't make a difference to the thingy, and then one on that bad boy. Alright, now we have something on the outside, and then I should push it to 10 actually. Yep, that's looking better. And then alright, nice. Okay. Now, if I reduce this to 0, what does that do? Alright, there's one more thing, so we're letting us see now. I wonder, just get rid of. What is it? Is it the sun? Do we have a sunlight coming in? I really should save my file. Yeah, saved. Sun. It's the sun. There we go. Bye bye, sun. Bye bye, fun now. Okay. Alright, now we're back. And we have light coming through 2 places. Now let's do rotate. And let's check using film transparent where the light's coming from. Oh yeah, we're in 2 rendered modes right now, so it might crash. Just quickly put that back on the wireframe. Right, let's go back to normal industrial sunset so we can actually see what's going on. The main sun is... Let's turn it down to 1 so I can again see where the sun is there. Okay, let's rotate. Let's keep rotating. Where's our sun? There he is. Round he goes. And what's 90 probably best. Let's go back a bit. Should be coming through this window. That's coming through this window, sorry. Yeah, this one here. Do a bit more. Back the other way. And then up to 5. And now it's coming through the window like that. There's a light. Okay, nice. Now, I would do easy HDRI here quickly. Actually, we've scrapped that, and we're going to quickly just put it back in. HDRIs. Industrial sunset. Just so then we can decide 88. Is that where the sun is again? Yep. Is that sun gone? There it is. 82. Strength to 5. And the sun strength to 10. And that will increase that bit. Okay, nice. Now what I want to do is go lighting. And we'll just add an overall light at the top of our scene, basically acting as the light for this. right at the top, of course. Be 50. Now we're getting somewhere, aren't we? Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, now I think in this camera angle, really like the way it starts, but we need to zoom into here. When it camera rig here, when it gets here, we want to zoom in, I think, to here, and then we get this sort of nice effect where, oh, whoops, okay, transition scale. And the depth of field again, let's chill that out a bit, shall we? Hi CJ Roebuck, how are you doing? Thanks man, appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Let's chill out the depth of field. It really is a bit much. Okay, couple more things that I want to do. First of all, this doesn't fit with the vibe of our... That's it, yeah. This doesn't fit at all with the vibe. Wow, nice. We had 6 concurrent viewers at one point. That's cool. Okay, let's go. So we want a new cabinet. I'd say it doesn't look right. Not with our room. Doesn't make sense. Not with the vibe that we went with. Alright, let's refresh our Blender while that does its thing. Let's go with shelf instead. That's shelf. Okay. What have we got? What have we got? Of course, I can change the material, but blessed. Let's go with this. I have a skirting that I need to put around the edge. Let's go with this. Persian walnut. Persian walnut. Link material. Click, click, click. Control L, link materials. Okay, let's go here to another place on my computer, to this, to this. Thanks everyone for checking into the stream, really appreciate it. Widget. Okay, it's gonna be hard on my computer because it's currently rendering our the main bit of our animation. See how it's doing on that actually. It's doing alright. Right, we're in. Skirting. I only needed one thing. This and this. Control C. Get out of here. Back into this. Skirting boards. What are you working on, Aaron, by the way? What are you working on? Okay, let's do new collections. Skirting board. Control V. Okay. Now let's check our skirting out. Actually works out pretty well in terms of where it's been placed. Let's change the curve. What are your PC specs? I have. I don't know. One sec. This is which one? Which Ryzen? It's AMD Ryzen 30. About your PC. I didn't know what information was on this screen, so I just hit it quick. 3700X. 3700X. 32 gig RAM. And then just like, I've got a couple SSDs and a hard drive. The motherboard is, it's a pre-built PC because usually I'd make my own, but I didn't make this one because of the graphics cards prices and lack of graphics cards, so I couldn't, wasn't really an option. Window, that's what another thing I was gonna do. It's gonna make the window white. Okay, now skirting board again. Back on that again. Curve. Curve, 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 curve. Do you know rules you don't know? We have to... Okay, let's do that. There. There. Yeah, it's a good PC. It's very good. Really nice. Okay, let's do that. I am full-time in 3D art as a freelancer slash whatever you want to call it. So it was an investment. Okay, nice. Let's go on board like that. This is so annoying, but you know what? It really helps with the immersion, so the realism, whatever you want to call it. I'm missing some there and there, no problem. Let's just... Obviously, we need to... like this. And it needs to run out, so board array. Down to 160. And we just need to duplicate this. Where does it start again? Sorry, it starts there. I guess I could take this there, that there. Couldn't I? I could indeed, and then we're gonna need to add more in the end, now that we've created more. 186, 185. Alright, we've made it. Skirting board around the outside. Wonderful. Let's move this in a bit more. A bit from the skirting board. We don't make any sudden moves. So let's check the lighting, shall we? Maybe the door should be wood texture. That's not worked amazingly. What is it based on? UVs? Okay. Let's go with like this instead. Actually, this one probably looks nice. What is it called? Wood. Nice and simple. Then should we change the brightness of it? I think we should. What do you guys think? I think it looks a bit dark for our scene. So this makes more sense, and then UV editing, make it further away. Do you use Archimesh add-on too? I don't. I have seen that before though. I think it is quite a useful add-on. I think it's well respected as a really good add-on to use. Okay, just had a sun texture. Light sun. Turn this off so it doesn't fry my computer. Orange to 5, I want to say, but we can change that if we want anyway. Let's shine it through the window. Let's see where it's projecting light. Okay, cool. Let's change the angle to 3. 2's fine actually, and then if we actually change it to this mode, we scale it up. I want it to shine down on our scene a bit more. So go like this. Or actually will be on our scene. Making it look nicer. What do you think would go here? Let's go. You could have a little cat tower. That's a material. I feel like that works quite well. Cat tower. It's just a cat. Cat toy. Cat bed. Where's the cat stuff? It's just gonna come with beds now, isn't it? Cause oh no, there you go. That's kind of what I meant, ish. Like a basket or something. Oh, oops. Go away, go away. There you go. Just as it goes past here, it's just something else to look at. Oh, my friends are feeling sticky slow. Not sure about our door. Let's try some other wood. Oh, what else voice crack? Let's try some other wood. We could try the one that's on. We'll have to duplicate it. Go UV editing. Why are doors looking so awkward? Let's get a new door. Screw it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh no. Let's get rid of it. Bye bye. Maybe we actually just don't have it. Just have something else in the back there instead. Yeah, let's do that. So in that case, we need to... we can just put something there. Like a bookshelf or something, you know? What goes in the lounge, everyone? Fireplace? It's a good shout. Like the fake fire. Ugh. Let's do fireplace. Let's do it. Actually, no, there's no good ones. Plant, maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we just had a plant. Plants are always good. Everyone loves plants. We already have one in our scene, but we could add more. We have this one, don't we? Plants are just so prime. Yeah, nice one. That looks good. We'll go with that. And then what we can do, we do love a good plant. Save today. And we'll move it like that. And then we'll extend this a bit to go behind it. And then skirting board here, we can extend that to work too. Lovely. Beautiful. To me, this is looking good. To me, this is looking good, I think. What does everyone else think? It looks looking better than it did. And I think it's looking kind of cool. It's going to be a quick little animation, nothing crazy. Just sort of like a quick fire one. So let's go off that. And I'm actually going to sit on this for a minute. Because I'm going to go grab food that I've got. I'll be literally 2 minutes. It's rather large, isn't it? Okay, hopefully this goes a bit faster now. Okay, back in a minute. Oh, back. I'm gonna eat, so. Gonna hide that for a sec while I eat. So, basically, we're gonna let this sit and render. What I'm probably gonna do actually is I'll stop this stream here, and then I'll do a follow-up one, a second version where I do the post-production for this animation. Obviously the rest of this stream now is just going to be me watching this render, and that's no fun at all. So honestly, thank you everyone for tuning into the stream, appreciate it a lot. Like I said, I'll do a second version, maybe even later today, but as soon as I can, doing the post-production for this. So just in this stream, we sort of just went over the method that I use for my camera angles in 3D animation, lighting a scene, an interior one, and a studio scene, and then adding furniture and things. So that's it for this stream, because I will be doing a second one with the post-production, so I'll be putting it into DaVinci Resolve, which is a video editor I use, working on making it look nicer pretty much, and the animations and things. So thanks everyone for checking this stream out. Look out for the second one. Follow me on Instagram at LJames3D for more consistent updates on what I'm up to, and I hope everyone